Welcome back to the Professor's Lab. I'm Professor V, and this is round 3 of the League Cup that happened at Diehard Games on September 23rd, 2023. If you didn't know, Diehard League happens every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central at Diehard Games, featuring casual and tournament play of whatever format anyone wants. Really, more info in the description. League Challenge tomorrow, Thursday, September 28th, starting at 6 p.m. Central at Diehard Games. Check out Pokemon's event locator for more premier events at Diehard Games, such as League Challenges, League Cups, and pre-releases. Please give this video a like, subscribe to this channel, ring the bell for notifications, say what you need to say in the comments, and all that other good stuff. But anyways, let's get into this game where we have Single Strike Gengar on the right, facing Dialga Magnezone on the left. Looks like our Gengar player is going first, top decking that Houndoom and adding it to the bench. Energy attached to the active Gengar V, passing things over to our Dialga player. So I'd love to see at least 2 Houndoom down there, so that way they can evolve into Houndoom and accelerate that single strike energy. But that's okay, we could find it next turn, potentially. And our Dialga player start things off with that awesome Battle VIP pass. You can only play it on your first turn, but when you do, you can search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto the bench. Second Battle VIP pass being played there. Searching the deck for 2 more basic Pokemon. Looks like Rotom V and Dialga V will be the targets there and be put onto the bench, and we're getting the setup here. Dialga V needing to be read there. I'm not going to look it up unless I have to. I do have the V-Star ready to go. We got the Rotom V that's mostly there for its ability to draw 3 cards and end the turn. Could be attacker too, if Lightning Energy is played, but I think it's mostly there for its ability. Energy being attached to the bench to Dialga V, and Rotom V will use its ability to draw 3 cards, and the turn ends when that ability is used. Play resumes on Gengar's side. Houndoom evolving there. I'll go ahead and let you know what Houndoom does, the strategy of this deck. Or Houndoom, excuse me, Houndoom. Houndoom evolving to Houndoom has the Single Strike Roar ability. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a Single Strike energy card and attach it to one of your Single Strike Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck. If you attach energy to a Pokemon in this way, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. So accelerates energy at the cost, or Single Strike energy at the cost of 2 damage counters, and that Single Strike energy counts as a Darkness energy or a Fighting energy, and it does plus 20 damage to the attacks the Pokemon it's attached to, and it does stack. Gengar VMAX being evolved there as well. Gengar VMAX has a couple attacks. Attack 1, Fear and Panic, 60 times. 60 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon V and Pokemon GX in play. Good old GX days. And the attack 2 for 3 Darkness. Gmax Swallow Up, 250. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon cannot attack. Both of those attacks being able to be buffed by the Single Strike energy there. And Professor's Research being the supporter for turn. Discard the hand, draw 7 new cards. Throw it all away and start fresh. Alright. Path to the Peak being slammed down there, shutting off all Rule Box Pokemon abilities. Single Strike energy being manually attached to the active Gengar VMAX. And I believe we have more than enough to take the KO on the opposing Magnemite with Fear and Panic. Well, let me think a little more about this. We did see the KO there with the Fear and Panic. That's the only one that can be used. This attack does 60 damage for each of your opponent's V. Okay, yeah, there's Pokemon V in play. So it's doing 140 damage right now, since there's 2 V Pokemon in play with the buff of the Single Strike energy. Dialga V being promoted on the left and evolved into that Dialga V-Star. Irida being the supporter per turn being played. Since we're reading here, I'll go ahead and read you guys the Dialga V-Star. 280 HP, It has 2 attacks, Metal Blast for a colorless, 40 plus. This attack does 40 more damage for each metal energy attached to this Pokemon. Its V-Star Power, V-Star Attack, Star Chronos costs 4 metal energy and a colorless energy. 5 energy to power up Star Chronos. 200 damage. Take another turn after this one. So powerful. And we're getting there with all the energy with the Magnezone. And I will read that one, Magnezone's Giga Magnet, when it becomes relevant. It basically accelerates energy from the deck onto the 2 Pokemon. Most importantly, this Origin Form Dialga V-Star. Irida being played here to search the deck for a Water Pokemon and a item card. Lumineon V, being the Water Pokemon, we could use that for next turn to find a supporter card from the deck with its Luminous Sign ability when you play it onto the bench. And Rare Candy as the item card. Rare Candy being found signals to me that we have a Magnezone in hand. Or a way to find it. Rare Candy allows Magnemite to skip the Metal evolution and go straight to Magnezone. Magnezone here has the ability Giga Magnet. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 6 cards of your deck and attach any number of Metal Energy cards you find there to your Pokemon in any way you like. Looks like a energy was manually attached to the active Dialga V-Star there while I was too busy reading. Yep. So it has 2 Metal Energy on it right now. And then instantly activating Giga Magnet. Let's look at the top 6 and hope those are 6 energy cards. Or at least something, 3 of them energy. So 3 energy cards being attached to that Dialga V-Star there for a total of 5. And guess what? It is fully powered up. Or at least its Star Chronos is fully powered up. To bend time and just take another turn. It's really nice, or it's super effective to pair this attack with a KO. Like, take a KO on something with the 220 and then just take another turn, but it also can get there and take the KO on the Gengar VMAX over the course of the 2 turns that are being taken. So Star Chronos, 220 damage on to that Gengar VMAX, and now our Dialga V-Star gets to just take another turn. Skipping the Gengar's turn, going through time, around time, between time, all around time. Playing a Nest Ball here to search the deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto the bench. Maybe another Dialga V would be a good target. Maybe a Magnemite too if you're afraid of your Magnezone getting KO'd, but I mean it kind of did its job already. So instead, Manaphy being found here. I'm not sure what in the Gengar VMAX deck could damage the bench, but if there was something, Manaphy's ready to go to protect the bench with its water availability. Metal Energy being manually attached to that active Dialga V-Star. Giga Magnet being used on that Magnezone to look at the top 6 and accelerate Metal Energy from there to the Pokemon in any way they like. The Dialga V-Star has 6 energy, I think, attached to it, so it's more than good to go. So the found energy there being attached to the Bench Rotom V. And let's go ahead and do some math here in the professor's lab today. We do Metal Blast. Dialga V-Star's first attack does 40 more damage for each Metal Energy attached. So we have 6 Metal Energy attached. So that does 240. So 280 damage. Magic number. Metal Blast is doing 280 with 6 energy attached. Very good. More than enough to take a KO on the damaged VMAX there, and 3 big prizes being taken there. Bidoof put into the active spot. I think that was a Pokemon there. Please excuse the glare. And play resumes over on Gengar VMAX side. Ultra Ball going to be played here. Ultra Ball is an item card that lets you discard 2 cards and then search your deck for any Pokemon card. It could be a Stage 1, it could be a Stage 5, it could be a VMAX, it could be an EX, any Pokemon card. Basically any basic or evolution Pokemon. Ultra Ball, discard an Ultra Ball and a Single Strike Energy. Single Strike Energy being discarded is not the worst thing, because these decks can play Earn a Vitality in order to recycle the energy, the Single Strike Energy from the discard pile back into the deck. So I think we have to rebuild here now. We have to find a Gengar V. Yep. Put it on the bench. It can attack for relevant damage. I don't think it can get the KO. But Gengar V can go in there and swing if needed, but we really want to turn it into the VMAX so it can have a lot more HP and do a lot more damage. While they're shuffling up, I'll go ahead and search Gengar V. Single Strike, of course. For 2 Darkness, Dark Slumber, 40, your opponent's Pokemon's now asleep, and for 3 Dark, Pain Explosion, 190, put 3 damage counters on this Pokemon, and those all can be buffed with the Single Strike Energy as well. But not before an Iono is played, the comeback card. Iono, both players shuffle their hands, put them to the bottom of the deck, and then each draw for remaining prize cards they have. So our Dialga player gets 3 prize cards, Gengar player gets 5. Another Gengar V being found and hit the bench. I like this because in case one of the Gengars is knocked out, you got another one ready to go. Another Bidoof coming down onto the bench to join the party here. Single Strike Energy being attached to the Gengar V. Forest Seal Stone as well. Forest Seal Stone, Star Alchemy being activated here. V-Star Power ability lets you search your deck for any card. Pick a card, any card. Don't even have to show it to your opponent and put it into your hand. Let's see, I don't know what, maybe a Bidoof could be found here. I think that's what's in the active spot is a Bibarel could be found here. I think a Bidoof is in the active spot and it can be evolved. It's been on the field for more than one turn. That'll allow the player to recharge their hand. There we go, Bidoof found. Industrious Incisors being played. Industrious Incisors let you draw until you have 5 cards in the hand, so very effective. 4 cards drawn off of the Industrious Incisors here. I don't think you need anything else. Maybe another Houndoom would be nice to put onto the bench, so it can evolve into a Houndoom next turn. Earn a Vitality might be good to recycle those Single Strike Energies, but it looks like a pass things over to our metal player here. Oh, shout out to the Dialga player's V-Star marker there, that Lechonk shaking there, turned upside down, showing that the V-Star power has been used. Alright, starting things off with Magnezone's Giga Magnet. Looking at the top 6 and accelerating any Meadow Energy found there to their Pokemon in any way they like. Let's see, it looks like something was found. Second Meadow Energy being attached to that Rotom B there. Watch out for Rotom B. They'll get ya. Path of the Peak has stuck in play for a few turns now, but really only shutting off that Radiant Greninja. And the Dialga in the active not caring about it at all, so it's pretty much running the board here. Though the Gengar VMAX can one-shot it, and if that happens, I think our Dialga player's in trouble, but Dialga attacks the opposing Bibarel for an over KO amount of damage. 2 prizes left for our Dialga player here, and Gengar V being promoted into the active spot. Alright, so we're wanting to see Gengar VMAX, Earn a Vitality, Houndoom to accelerate those energies. Ultra Ball being played here to discard a couple cards and search the deck for a Pokemon. So there's the Gengar VMAX. Gengar VMAX, let's see, needs 2 Single Strike Energy, 3 energy total, but 2 of them, 3 Darkness Energy total, but 2 of them needing to be Single Strike Energy in order to take the KO on the opposing Dialga V-Star with um, 280 HP. Houndoom Single Strike Roar being used to accelerate Single Strike energy from the deck onto that active Gengar VMAX. It takes a couple damage counters, of course, so the cost for that free deck energy acceleration didn't even have to be at the top, it could be anywhere in the deck. Darkness energy being attached to the Gengar VMAX, and we've got the KO, right? 250 plus 40, more than 280. Ooh. Scary board state here. Manaphy being promoted. Play resumes over on Dialga V-Star's side. Origin form Dialga V-Star. Gotta get the full name in there. Not they'll come after me. Those people from Hisui. What do you guys think of Legends Arceus? Let me know in the comments. Thornton being played here. Swap a basic Pokemon. Oh my goodness, swap a basic Pokemon. Let me go ahead and give you guys the real experience here versus a paraphrase one. Thornton, powerful utility supporter card. Choose a basic Pokemon in your discard pile and switch it with one of your basic Pokemon in play. Any attached cards, damage counters, special conditions, turns in play, that's the big one, and any other effects remain on the new Pokemon. So that Rotom V that was slowly getting powered up in the background. Surprise attack with Thornton here. Surprise swap with the Origin Form Dialga V in the discard pile. Now that Origin Form Dialga V has a couple Meadow Energy on it, and it can evolve since turns in play sticks. Alright, we're going to see a Giga Magnet here. Looking at the top 6. Can we find enough Meadow Energy? Oh my goodness, 3 Meadow Energy found there. I'm guessing all of them go on to the Dialga V, unless we need a pivot. There we go, yeah, and 1 going on to the active Manaphy so it can retreat. 4 energy on that Origin Form Dialga V. If it evolves into the V-Star, it'll be doing 200 damage. Not enough to take the KO on the Gengar VMAX, but punch it pretty hard. Manaphy retreating into Dialga V, and are we just going to see Dialga V swing? Yes. Alright, now I gotta look up the Dialga V. Learning things here. We're all learning here together in the professor's lab today. This is what it's all about. This is what it's for. Alright. Origin Form Dialga V. Temporal Rupture. 180 damage for 4 energy. So there we go. Enough to put significant pressure on this opposing Gengar VMAX. 200 HP on it now. And I think it does just say, yeah, it does just have the straight up return KO. Actually, it cannot attack this turn. Excuse me, the Gengar VMAX effect of Gmax swallow up 250 damage, but during your next turn this Pokemon can't attack. If it goes to the bench and then comes back into the active spot, it can attack, but we'd have to see switch and retreat in order for that to happen. So did the Dialga bend time just enough again to squeak out the win? We shall see. Energy being debated on being attached here, I believe. Darkness energy being attached to the benched Gengar V. Gengar V-Star giving up 3 energy to manually retreat into that Gengar V. And we're gonna live on a prayer here. Not before a Professor's Research being played. Professor's Research, discard that hand and draw 7. So Gengar V's first attack can put the opponent to sleep and can maybe buy that turn needed to stay in the game. A Bibarel being evolved onto the bench. Houndour, second Houndour finally coming down here onto the bench. From what I know, with my limited experience with this Gengar V deck, 2 Houndoom in play is ideal. Now we're going to want to see some Urn of Vitality to recycle some single strike energy, and yeah, I think that's our best bet here is the, well actually Gengar V can take the KO on this. Alright, so anyways, we'll get there. Earn a Vitality lets you shuffle from your discard up to 2 single strike energy back into your deck. Okay, there's step 1. So Gengar V needs 2 single strike energy on it in order to reach for the KO on the 220 HP Origin Form Dialga V. And with only one Houndour in play, it's a lot harder to get there. I think the manual attach was the Darkness for turn here, so yeah, we needed 2 Houndoom in play in order to get the KO. Darn it. Since you can only attach 1 energy per turn, energy was already attached, so it's not like we could attach a single strike from hand to meet the required 2 single strike energy, but we could potentially get there with Dark Slumber, Sleep Flip. Second Urn of Vitality coming down to shuffle back in 2 more singles, also 4 single strike energy in the discard pile. So all those single strike energy, 4 of them, back into the deck now. And I think that's the only play. I guess we have an Industrious Incisors still to see some more options there. You'd be drawing 2 with Industrious Incisors, so even if you draw 2 single strike energy, there's still 2 in deck that can be accelerated with the Houndoom this turn. Alright, nope, going in with the Houndoom first, not taking any chances. Houndoom will do its single strike roar to accelerate a single strike energy onto that active Gengar V. And we're going in with the Dark Slumber, it seems. Will our player choose to Industrious Incisors, there we go, to fill their hand up to 5. Path is still in play. Limiting draw options with Radiant Greninja. And we're gonna flip some coins here. Yep, that Houndour was put down this turn, so it cannot evolve. Gengar VMAX actually coming down, interesting. Giving it more HP, so that's not too bad, but I think maybe to win you had to go for the Dark Slumber. But either way, gonna punch this opposing Dialga V for, let's see, 60 damage, since there's 1 V in play on the opponent's side of the field, and then plus 20 for the single strike energy. Got a lot of HP, so just hoping that we don't have the V-Star or the required energy in hand, and we need 6 to take the KO, I think. We'll stop doing all the math. Oh, Boss's Orders gets there too. Alright, Boss's Orders bring up the heavily damaged Gengar VMAX from the bench into the active spot. And 180 damage is more than enough to take the KO and the remaining prizes for the game. Good game, and good to see some Gengar and Dialga V-Star represented at the Cup here in round 3. What'd you think of this video in the commentary? Please let me know in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time in the Professor's Lab.